Here we go again.
Talented, brilliant, incredible, amazing, spectacular.
Hey y'all, how are y'all doing? I hope you are doing good and feeling great. So welcome back to my channel. Yo, this video is long overdue and I'm going to get into the reason why in a minute. There are so many things that the game is missing. There are so many things that we should have gotten in the beginning. And okay, even if they did not give us in the beginning, I mean, they've had like 4 years to give us really important updates. For example, grandparents, cousins, aunties, uncles, relocation. We should be able to relocate to other states, you know. Let's get into when they first announced that they were working on something. Ashley 976435573 said no high expectations after the recent updates. Still don't have grandkids, drug dealing, more sports, coaching, or even the ability to customize your character with makeup, etc., or have more of a say on your kid's life. Every update is boring after one day. And yo, this is so true because they went from being the number one. I mean, they might still be the number one life simulator, but they went from that, you know, having so many players playing and, you know, looking forward to updates to dropping mid updates. So another thing people have been asking for is time era, you know, periods. Go back in time, the 90s, the 80s. Jeff_Winslow said would be cool to be able to start a life in a certain time period, 60s, 70s, 80s, maybe even the 1800s, have real events like the Titanic happen, etc. To be honest, I don't know how feasible having like time periods will be in the game because they can't even give us like little things. So like what's the assurance they're going to give us something huge like this? So Vulture_01 said, please allow us to own multiple businesses. I've been seeing a lot of requests about owning multiple businesses, and I think it's going to be really cool because with the business updates, you can only own one business. I can't remember when last I played the business job pack, but like once you have like 100 or 1,000 facilities, I can't remember what the cap is, but you can't create more facilities, so like it's kind of limited. So it would be a good thing to be able to open another business and then maximize your earnings. This is by Anne Wushin. Please don't just update new additions. We all hope there will be improvements to old features, for example politics, family, athletes, business and sports. There are a lot of things we want in the old features because there are a lot of flaws there. We need updates, we need expansions on like old packs. Not expansions like you have to pay for it, but like they need to expand them because they're just so outdated in my opinion. I feel like they should make more additions to them so like we'll have a more wholesome experience while playing. Okay, so I also saw a lot, and I mean a lot, so many comments about this giraffe and AI pictures. So lately, I think Bitlife have been using AI for their, you know, visuals, for their graphics, and there's been a lot of uproar about it. Bitlife used to use like cartooning, you know, they had this really unique style of creating, you know, their graphics, their visuals, and it was so captivating and lovely, okay? Lately, they've been using like AI images, and people have just been complaining about it because or why are you using AI instead of like employing people that can actually do the work, even though you're collecting money from players for that reason. When they finally announced the Zoo expansion pack, African Studio said, we don't care, we all want improvements in the general game first, which is true because I'm sorry I haven't picked up the game to play. Like I've not played the game for fun in a while, like in a long while. Also, going forward, I'll most likely start playing other games. I would still do weekly challenges, Bitlife updates, and others if I really feel like. But I've kind of lost the excitement I used to have for Bitlife updates and playing Bitlife generally. I've spent money on this game to not enjoy playing it, and it's tiring at this point. Like, I'm exhausted with Bitlife, okay? Also, I think the Zoo expansion is about to take over the Street Hustler as the worst pack in Bitlife because nobody asked for it. You know what? If you actually asked for this pack, please drop a comment and prove me wrong because I have never seen a comment asking for like zoo. The last time Bitlife told us something big was coming, I think that was in 2022 or 2021. I really can't remember, but the last time Bitlife told us something big was coming, they released Dog Life, and you're not obliged to play it or to pay for Top Dog or anything. Like, it has nothing to do with Bitlife. Even though sometimes they actually do challenges where we have to like download Dog Life or download Cat Life or download Rank Life, which of course doing challenges is not compulsory, so I rather skip those. So Austin underscore USN said, being totally honest, as someone who had the game since early 2019, I do not want this pack at all. Vampire adding control of militaries to politicians, gaining more abilities when in a higher rank of power as a military NCO or officer, etc. So Nathan Fufaro asked any news on the vampire update. So if you are a new Bitlife player, maybe you started playing Bitlife 2024. So Bitlife had this time where in the special carriers below where there's coming soon, there used to be like a different section for coming soon where we had different job packs. So like we knew what to expect. They gave us the astronaut, they gave us the business, they eventually gave us model in 2023 after like 2 years of coming soon. So the dealer and the vampire carrier, I'm not sure that they even have any plans on continuing it or giving it to us at all, because they scrapped it from the coming soon tab, so we do not know what to expect. I've also seen people mentioning that the zoo expansion should be a job pack and not an expansion pack. And this is just another way for Bitlife to take money from players, because as a job pack, a lot of people purchased boss mode, including me, in 2022, which was when it was first released. I think it was 2022 with the actor job pack. With the actor job pack, they introduced boss mode, which was $5 at that time. So if you had purchased boss mode at that time, or even if you purchased it now, you have access to all existing job packs and future job packs. So those of us that purchased boss mode in 2022, we have access to the future job packs. So it's kind of like Bitlife are not making money from us, so they are making money from expansions and items. That's why I feel like they don't want to make job packs, and that's why they always prolong job packs. Like they only give us like 2 job packs in a year. They would release like 3 or 2 expansions and then 5 items. Well, it's not free per se because we actually paid for it, even though it was $5 and each expansion pack now costs $5. Let's move into Reddit. I think I'm done with Twitter. Reddit is where the people who say the truth are. This is from the first announcement. From Pluto to Master, the giraffe is kind of worrying me. I hope it's not something stupid like a zoo owner, which is crazy because I feel like a lot of people actually predicted that this was going to have something to do with zoo animals and something. This is by Transportation Fuzzy 3. Let's share our ideas. I like this game. It's full of content. There's a lot of ways to play. The developers are still making content, but it can always be better. Leave your ideas for the game in the comments instead of complaining. Let's give Candwriter ideas to improve. At this point, I feel like I don't even know, because complaining isn't working and giving them ideas is also not working. We've been giving them ideas since 2020 and they still haven't acted on those ideas. So yeah, I don't know what is going to work for them at this point. Lopsided Contract 545 says, famous as children would be cool, like acting, good way to get rich. I think I've always said this, like if you play with the actor job pack and you become a TV actor, your co-workers can be children. You can see a co-worker that is 13 years old or 11 years old, which is crazy because if this is already in the game, why can't you just like make it so everyone can access it? This is driving me crazy, okay? Anytime I talk about Bitlife, I tend to lose my composure, which is crazy because at the end of the day, it's just a game. I still don't understand why there isn't a drug dealing update. We can kill people, rob houses, steal cars, rob people, embezzle, scam people, and much more, yet we still haven't had a drug dealer update. I'm not curious, okay? I'm not curious about it. How do you feel about this new expansion? For me, I'm not excited, I'm not disappointed, I'm not pissed. Because I've come to terms with the fact that Bitlife will never ever go back to how it used to be. And I'm also not curious because I've been disappointed in the past. And you know how they say curiosity killed the cats? Yeah, it's me. I'm the cat. So I have no more curiosity in me for Bitlife. Steffi Cookies said, but they don't listen, which is so real because that's what I said immediately I read this. If you complain, they don't listen. If you give them ideas, they don't listen. So the original poster commented under that and said, the fact is, if we establish a clear collective list of things we want, they'll know what to make them the most money. And so I replied, they don't care. I feel like most people that always want to give ideas about Bitlife community are people that have not been in the community for long, because if you've been in the community for long, you know that Bitlife don't listen to anybody. They only do what they want and what they think will bring them money, period. That's just who they are. I just think the developers don't want to do what we say, because they added the golden passport, which allows you to select what country you want to travel to. Instead of maybe you want to emigrate to Ghana and you have to spend 5 minutes looking for Ghana. With the golden passport, you can just select it from the list of countries. So they already did that, which means they can actually allow us to relocate to other states, but they chose not to do it. So Center of Stars said, I want a kidnapping update where we can kidnap people and hold them prisoner, or get kidnapped ourselves like we're in prison. Okay, in Bitlife, you can't get kidnapped, but your family, your girlfriend, your pets can get kidnapped. But imagine if you had an update where if you get kidnapped, you'd contact your family or try to escape with a mini game or something like that. I don't know. I don't want to think about it too much. This is by Demi Rom Panboy 17. What are some features you wish were in Bitlife? A couple I have are children being able to pressure parents into having more siblings, siblings being able to adopt siblings after parent deaths, military metals being an actual object like jewelry that can be passed down through the generations. Okay, military medals. After going on a deployment, you get a medal, but the medal is not in your assets. With the pro athletes, if you get a championship ring for winning the championship, obviously you can view it in your assets. But if you get a medal for completing a deployment, you don't get it in the assets. Farm animals. Llamas are farm animals, I think. Horses are farm animals. I don't think this person is referring to a zoo. I think this person is just referring to keeping them as pets, like cows, goats, sheep, hens. Pets being able to reproduce at random if you have two pets of the same species and opposite sex plus the room for more pets. I think this person is asking for an infusion of dog life and Bitlife. Honestly, I literally don't care about playing as animals, or if you want to play with animals, go get dog life or cat life. But this is this person's opinion. This is by bear_3. Being able to be adopted, being in a mafia, having some effect on your kids, like being in a mob family and kids joining the family business. I think being in the mafia already affects your family in the sense that your family can get whacked by a rival mafia. Possibility of your parents being your teacher. This is so random. Being able to interact with students as a teacher. Being able to donate eggs, like you can donate sperm, why not eggs? Being able to be a surrogate, being able to kidnap for ransom or possibly kidnap a child and raise it. Okay, illegal adoption. This person's idea is so random and I love it because of how random it is. This is by Esther 822. We should be allowed to put our kids in hobbies, and if we are famous, they should automatically have fame and the chance to be a child star. Lola_PI said, I just want to be able to play with the grandchildren. From Pluto to Mars, I think I already read a comment from this person in another post. Yeah, they should really let us get into acting as a teenager. Sometimes when you are doing a movie, you see a cast member that's 12 to 17, so it's clearly possible. I already spoke about this earlier in the video. So I think I've gone through the most requested updates. I think I might have missed out on some very important ones, but if I remember, I think I'll put them in the video. I'm currently editing a video which I know is not going to come out till maybe next week or 2 weeks later, but yeah, this video is going to come out before then. Thank you for watching and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.